you need, yeah. Man, I got it, wow. What you say, hey? We about it, get the cream, yeah. Why you slacking? Why you talking all the top, boy, you capping? What you need, hey? Yeah, I got it, with the team, yeah. We about it, wow. Get the cream, yeah. Why you slacking? Why you talking all the top, boy, you
Why you capping? Why you capping now? Feel like a rubber band, I've been snapping now.
Yo, peace everybody who's tapped into my YouTube channel, Keep Low. If you not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and become part of the Keep Low family. Yo, big salute to all my Keep Low family. Y'all already know what it is. Yo, let's get right into this video. Yo, dig. Today I have breaking news on the rapper from the 90s and early 2000s, Ja Rule from Queens. Some of y'all might know Ja Rule from the conflict he had with 50 Cent because Ja Rule, he was rolling with Murder Inc. Rest in peace to Irv Gotti and his brother. They had Murder Inc. and Ja Rule and Ashanti was signed to Murder Inc. And some type of way they got him and 50 got into a conflict for some shit that popped off in the studios back in the days. And Supreme Kenneth McGriff got into the middle of that. And it was a whole big issue between Ja Rule and 50. Everybody knows about this, so that's history. That's water under the bridge. And yo, check it out. They both rappers from Queens, so y'all know what it is. But yo, check it. Last night, Ja Rule was at the same restaurant where the football player just got shot in Midtown and shit. And they tried to take his chain, allegedly the football player, and he was shot in the abdomen. He's in the hospital. But Ja Rule was in the same restaurant last night, and I heard they famous for they sushi in this restaurant. You know, it's like a lightly dim lit area. It's real dim in there. It's like a nice environment. So Ja Rule was in there having a meal sometime in the course of last night in the wee hours or whatever. So he was having a meal with some associates, and he had like two bodyguards with him, but I'm not sure if they were armed. I don't think they were armed with firearms. And it's alleged that Ja Rule came out of that intimate setting in the restaurant after having some sushi or whatever he ate with a few associates. And when he came out, there are no reports that there was a discrepancy or any altercation inside of the venue. But when Ja Rule was leaving the venue, this is where the altercation allegedly occurred. And Ja Rule, even his camp is saying this incident really occurred. But when Ja Rule came out of this intimate setting, it was like 4 or 5 men waiting for him, and they just start to physically assault him. Yeah, Ja Rule was jumped last night, and I heard he caught the bad end of the stick. You know what I mean? You know how that goes. So like I was saying, the 90s, early 2000 rapper Ja Rule from Queens. You know Ja Rule, he did songs with Ashanti and Jennifer Lopez and shit like that. Everybody knows Ja. Peace to the God, Ja Rule. But Ja must have not been with no armed security because when he came out of the venue last night after having a little bit to eat in Midtown Manhattan, he was assaulted by 4 to 5 men. They just bum rushed him when he came out. I heard that his bodyguards was trying to assess the situation. They started fighting the guys. Ja was fighting back, but Ja ended up getting a black eye, a bloody nose. I think he bruised his ribs. He was taken to a hospital in Midtown where he's in stable condition. You know, Ja's kind of rough and rugged. Plus, yo, shout out to Ja. I'm glad you made it through this event. It's a sad situation that maybe none of his bodyguards had bangers, because they were supposed to pull out and start blicking them dude. They trying to jump Ja, you feel me? They supposed to get straight to that action, man. That type of behavior is not to be tolerated. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody, you coming out of a club from eating, or coming out of a restaurant from eating part himself, and five dudes, whether you had a verbal altercation with them or not, whatever occurred, but they put their hands on you, that is not to be tolerated. So it's just good that Ja got out of it with a couple of scrapes and bruises, and nobody ended up losing their life. But I know the guard is hot right now, because anybody be hot. You walked out of a restaurant from eating, some dudes try to put hands and feet on you. I heard he knocked Ja on the floor, gave him a black eye, busted him up a little bit. But that's light work. When shit like that happens, you gotta wear that like jury. And I ain't gonna say nothing about the payback. I hope that they handle that the right way with the authorities, because a lot of people, Ja got a lot to lose chasing these dumbass dudes in the street or whatever. And I'm not saying cooperate with authorities, but that's what his bodyguards and his manager, or whoever the fuck he was at the club with, is there for. To just keep that situation like that, to where you don't get no smut on your name. You don't have to go against your street status and, cooperate with police and testify on anybody. But at the same time, it would be more appropriate to go through the proper channels with the authorities and the people he was with in the events. You know what I mean? Once again, yo, I'm like sorry to report on this, because Josh is the guard and he a cool dude. And Ja Rule is actually 59 years of age, you know what I mean? So he a OG in the rap game. And when you moving around outside, you have to move cautiously, man, because a lot of people out there, they not in your situation as far as finances is concerned, and popularity or fame, whatever you want to call it, vanity. And a lot of people is jealous and envious of a lot of celebrities. Now, I'm not saying that Ja Rule didn't have any fault within the situation that occurred. It may have been some dudes trying to rob him, or just jealous, like I said, or whatever. I don't know the particulars of the situation, but Ja Rule was definitely assaulted when he left a restaurant in Midtown last night. I wish him a speedy recover. God, get well at God's speed. He was taken to the hospital in Manhattan yesterday, and they kept him to this morning. He's supposed to be released this morning, but they kept him to this morning just for observation, to make sure that he's all right. It's said that he received a concussion in his head, and he got a black eye. And he got busted up a little bit. His ribs was bruised or whatever, but it's no life-threatening situation that occurred. So once again, Ja Rule was assaulted by 4 to 5 men in Midtown. He was fighting back. He had two bodyguards with him. Yo, y'all get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about it. Subscribe to the channel. Keep low.